You probably have ketchup in your refrigerator right now. But here's the crazy part. Ketchup wasn't originally made with tomatoes, and it wasn't even invented in America. The story actually starts in Asia hundreds of years ago. Early versions of the sauce were connected to a fermented fish seasoning known by names resembling ketchup or ketchup. And this wasn't ketchup like we know it. There was no red tomato paste, no sugar, or no plastic squeeze bottle. The idea was to preserve fish with salt and fermentation, creating a deeply savory liquid that could be used to add flavor to food. Think about that. The ancestor of the sauce you put on your french fries was basically a fermented fish seasoning. But then it traveled. British traders encountered these kinds of sauces in Southeast Asia and brought the idea back to their own cooking. But instead of simply copying the original sauce, Europeans started making their own versions. This is where ketchup got weird. Some recipes used anchovies, others used mushrooms, others used walnuts, spices, shallots, and vinegar. So in the 1700s, you could literally have a bottle labeled ketchup, and there might not be any tomatoes anywhere near it. Then Americans changed everything. In 1812, Philadelphia scientist James Mees published one of the first known American tomato ketchup recipes. His recipe used tomatoes, which were sometimes called love apples, along with salt and spices, and even called for a little brandy to help preserve the mixture. But tomato ketchup still wasn't the smooth, sweet sauce sitting on your fries today. It took decades of experimentation, more vinegar, more sugar, improved preservations, and industrial food production to create the flavor and texture Americans eventually expected. And then came Henry J. Heinz. In 1876, Heinz introduced tomato ketchup commercially. He helped turn one of the world's strangest fermented sauces into the ketchup that we know today. So the next time you squeeze ketchup onto your fries, remember, that little red bottle has a history that traveled from fermented fish to mushrooms to tomatoes, and finally into almost every American kitchen.